נו, אתה צריך להיות ביחד. You want to escape.
Give him the intro.
Alright guys.
Give the intro.
B'siyata d'ishmaya, we are here in Sha'ar HaYichud. This is a new learning center for Tzfat Kodesh and for the whole entire world, where our goal will be to bring people into a more unified life. When they pray, they're able to contemplate on Hashem and really be connected to Hashem in their prayer. When they're learning Torah, they're doing it to connect to Hashem. And when, like famously, like Rav Yoel says, when they go to do dishes, when they go to take out the garbage, when they go to work, they're going to be connected to Hashem. So that is our goal here in Sha'ar HaYichud, and hopefully we're going to be dedicating half of our day to learning and half of our day to learning a physical trade, to be able to go into the world and apply it, but with the consciousness of connection to Hashem at any given moment. So, Bezat Hashem, in our regular Chabur, we're up to the end of the Avodah of Shabbat, and we're talking about the depth of Seudah Shlishit. So what better than to bring the best host of Seudah Shlishit in Tzfat to come talk to us a little bit about the primiyut of what is Seudah Shlishit and also why the Rav chose maybe to focus on that avodah to help do kiruv. Rav Yoel Tordjman.
So, welcome to everyone, the ones that I don't see, that can see me. Everyone heard about the third meal of Shabbat, yes? For some people it's like just finishing Shabbat. For some very high spiritual and holy people it's the top time of the Shabbat. For others it's between when it can happen we do and when it's not. So we have to understand what the deep consciousness of what happened at this moment and not any moment during the week. And yes, like Eliyahu said before, I am blessed with my wife to do the job. I don't do nothing, I just make the blah blah during the third meal. But she prepares to receive and to make everyone that will have food. And it's important to tell the story how it was started in Tzfat. Because the beginning of everything have inside already what will be in the future. Like a small baby is already a potential adult and an old guy when he is born, yes? But at this moment he's just a baby, he's just expanding himself. And about how to make this happen, it's have to be connected directly to one thing. Only to pray. Many times I mention how my wife do that because I wasn't able to do it. Because I ask anyone here, do you want to invite 20 people or 50 or 80 or 5 people? You have to prepare yourself to know it's 5 people coming, 20, 50 or 100 people, yes? Because they need food, they need halal, they need salad, they need everything else. So if I ask you, be ready for, I don't know how much. You are looking at me and you are looking, this guy is not in focus. And I am not, yes, don't, it's okay. But, because it's impossible to know how many halot you have to do salad and drinks. So my wife from the beginning said something like that. Let's do it, and I will explain how we started in Tzfat. And every week, she don't know how she's going to make the Shabbat, but she said to Hashem, you know, you are invited the people, because we don't make advertising for the people, yes, it's not newspaper, you know. So people come, and my wife make a fantastic prayer that if I give this secret key for every woman and every man, his Shabbat and his third meal will be completely different. My wife said like that, Hashem, you decide the guests that you are going to send. You know how much, 5, 20, 50, 100. You take your hands, you put in my hands, and you prepare the quantity and the food that have to be ready for the people that you are inviting. And we can say after many years and a lot of quantity, I don't know how much, 20,000, 25,000, But it was never someone that say, I don't have something to eat when he comes. And it's never happened that after the Shabbat we have to put in the garbage because it was too much. So this is the secret that is inside the third meal. It's the secret inside. Why? Because we call Rava the Rabin the will of the will. This is the correct translation. We have to explain what is the will of the will. Will, we understand, yes? I want something, it's easy. I want to want, it's become complicated, no? If I want, I want. If I don't want, I don't want. But I have to want, it's like some complication in the process. But in fact, what this moment is so important, because it was immediately when Shabbat finished and the first day, Motzei Shabbat start, it's like Sunday, Yom Rishon start, it was the moment that Hashem decided to create the world. Yes, in the first day of the creation, in fact, is what we call Sunday today. So this moment when Shabbat finished, it's the beginning of a new week for us, but it's connected of the beginning of everything, and how all the Kabbalah say how Hashem created the world before Bereshit. Allah b'yotzono.
An arousal of a desire.
Just want to do. So we understand that is inside the secret of everything that is existing in the entire Maaseh Bereshit, 6 days, include Shabbat, and what will be until the Mashiach will come, is include of this moment, of this specific moment, that Hashem decided the desire and the will to create the world. So in this micro, mini intention will include everything that was created after. As people start at Maaseh Bereshit, Yom Rishon, Yom Sheni, first day, it's before everything starts, it needs to be a will. Our consciousness is focused when we come to speak about something or to do something, not a moment that come inside us what we want to do. This we don't notice, this moment. It's like it's before everything starts. If I am here tonight, it's only because Eliyahu decided to invite me, and when I say yes at this moment, in fact, every step I made from my house to here was according to my will to come before I start to move. It's not because I start to move that I arrive here, no. Because when he asked me and I say, I think it will be possible, and I will come, so at this moment, start what we are doing now. It was already there at this moment. When we start to understand that, then comes the story about what happened with this third meal in Tzfat, because in Tzfat it's new. I am blessed that my parents did it during decades in France with also hundreds of people, and include Friday night and Shabbat afternoon. Yes. But how it's happened, how it was started in Tzfat. One day, our friend Shlomo Gotzi asked me to host and to talk with a woman that want to sell the house. And you want to buy this house. Today it's the Shlomo from Holland, I had it. But at this moment, this lady come from Tel Aviv, and I was in the middle writing a book with my son-in-law, and she had to wait 10 minutes, so she was listening about the conversation of writing the book. We finished, and he said, you know what? I am not living here, and I'm living in Tel Aviv and Miami, but we have a group in Tel Aviv, very intelligent people, learning Kabbalah and many things. It will be beautiful if you can organize a third meal in Tzfat. We will come to Tzfat especially for that. She just come to talk about a contract to buy and sell the house, but she was, and I say, why not? The end of the story, this lady didn't sell the house to this guy, and when I understand that maybe some people that will understand I will travel during Shabbat to come here to Tzfat during the third meal, I say no, at this moment we don't do. But a few weeks after I said to Shlomo, you know what? The story of having a house in Tzfat includes a secret. You didn't buy this house But this lady didn't come by accident to my home, because it was impossible. She's a very famous woman in the world, that she arrived to my home and she just to tell me, can you make a third meal? What? It's no connection, apparently, yes? What is the I said to Shlomo, I think that at this moment, the will of this woman to make the third meal here in Tzfat at my home, we have to start to do it. Without her. She went back to Miami, or she lived Tel Aviv, the story, and end of the chapter about the house. But what was inside? A will of one person, very far from our community, that want to make a third meal and bring people to hear what will be at the third meal. She didn't ask in Monday night, or in Friday, or every Wednesday. No, she wants especially to come in Tzfat for the third meal. So it's a kiruv, yes, because. And then we start with a few people. And Eliyahu disturbed me during many years to bring more and more people. And he didn't stop until now, yes? So you see what can be of maybe few minutes of someone that want to have a spiritual message, to have food for his neshama, and she's not making third meal. I don't think it's what she do in life, yes. But at this moment, she opened a channel because this special time can open something that can't be opened before or after. Melave Malke is great. Shabbat Mincha is great. Third meal, Seudah Shlishit, this moment, because it will connect between the neshama that come during Shabbat and after, when the neshama go back, the neshama that we keep to start the week, this connection is unique in the life. So in fact, what we have to learn about that? Something very great and very amazing. During Shabbat, it can be that you have spiritual elevation. Ruchaniyut, you want to fly and you feel your neshama and you want to pray and you want to learn. You want also to eat.
It's mitzvah.
And it's not tavat ochel during Shabbat, yes? So it's fine. But when Shabbat is finished, immediately you have everyone have that. The feeling that you have a very cold shower about your level of spirit. One moment before you was in the heaven, one moment after you are underground. After heaven, not in the ground. So what will happen during this moment? Everyone heard about the concept of the bridge, the Gesher. Yes, it's one of the deeper concepts in the Kabbalah. We need, between what we want and what we do, a bridge to elevate what we succeed to do. What do we want? We need to have a stronger will, intention, not intellect. Something that will so strong that because I decide and I want to take this inside my life, it will come by the bridge. Because if not, it will be two opposite. One very Shabbos guy and one very weak guy. And I say, how I connect them? At this moment during the third meal, I have to understand something very simple and beautiful. Hashem creates the human being like that. You have your Yaakov Avinu, yes, your feet very grounded and your mind in heaven. This is who you are. Embrace it. It's not a fight, it's not a conflict. So when you take your will that you have that was very high during Shabbat, and you say now the same way that Hashem take His will and make the first day of the week, but is very material according to His endless presence. He connects between what your neshama wants and what your life needs. This connection is the will of the will, because it's not just I will feel something that is broken. It's the opposite. I create a bridge, a connection between what I want, but then it's become because I am in spiritual level. But I am okay also to want it when I come back in the material level, in the physical world. So in fact, at this moment, I make peace. Third meal is the time of peace. Why is the time of peace? Because when Shabbat comes, we say Shabbat Shalom, yes, to welcome the Shabbat. What is inside when we say Shabbat Shalom? It's the word Shabbat and the word Shalom. Shalom is one of the higher nomen of Hashem. It's the peace. Everything is fine. It's no conflict between my will and my reality. One of the words that everyone likes to use in my name is creality, yes? So creality is exactly that. I have an neshama, and during Shabbat this neshama have a booster, yes? And I feel half angel. After that I am very disappointed that I feel that I am just a regular guy. I prefer to be an angel. It's wrong. You are not a regular guy as you are not an angel. You are a divine creation that have inside the neshama. And if you take your will stronger, I want to be connected to the will of Hashem. This is what this devil will, yes? My will is one thing and Hashem wants something perfect for me. I am fighting against that. I don't want to be or too spiritual or too material. So, no, make peace, be in peace. Third meal is a peace time for you. If your will become the will of Hashem, but Hashem wants you to be who you are. He creates you like who you are. You can expand and develop and make more. But when you was born, when your neshama was born, and every Shabbat, this part of the neshama come back inside you, a little percentage. It's how He creates. He decides when you are going to be born, where you are to be born, what will be your father, your mother, everything. Yes, before you come and you agree, we make a contract with Him, I agree. This is the list, you sign, I want it. When you come here and you become more and more mature and adult, you start to fight against what you choose. So you don't want what you want. When you make the peace and the bridge between that, at this one, this is the connection between your neshama and your life, and this is why this time is so high, because to be high only spiritually in one thing, to be completely in materiality is another thing. When you start to connect perfectly these two universe together in one, it's what Hashem created at the beginning of the beginning, and it's who you are really. When you make peace with this will, you become in peace with the will of Hashem, and your life becomes a so peaceful life. This is for the time I have today.
Thank you so much, Rav Yoel. Thank you, Mamash. Hashem bless you to continue to bring people into your house. May it be like the house of Avraham Avinu. Everybody who's hungry, may they eat there. Everybody who's thirsty, may they drink there. And everybody who has those same desires in Pnimiyut Torah, may they find it in your house. And may you continue to be a great light for Am Yisrael and for the Yer HaKodesh Tzfat.
Thank you.
And B'ezrat Hashem,
and be blessed to be all the time the messenger for that.
Amen. Amen.
Hello.